Happy Hump Day, guys. It's Tammy, and I wanted to do Shara at Living Reborn Dolls. We wear pink theme today, but first, I've got something to show you. This is in the corner of our family room, and this room is very dark. We have one small window, and we do have um, patio doors out to the sunroom, but the light does not come in here well. Several years ago, I had this quilt made for my mom, and today is April 13th. It's 4 months today since my mom got her wings and went to live with Jesus. And I know that she is in heaven because she was the best mom ever. A friend of mine in Columbus makes these quilts, or she used to. I assume she still does. She made them for children whose parents had cancer and was terminally ill. It's clothes, pictures, mementos of special things, and we had so much fun doing this quilt. I gave it to Mom at Christmas, and the dry cleaners won't touch it. I have to run the sweeper over it. The little hairpins up there are attached to my grandmother's sweater that she wore. The material is actually a dress that my grandmother wore. There's a button on it, and I know you can't see well, but that is my grandfather, my mother, and my grandma's holding me when I was a baby. This is a little card that my grandfather sent my grandmother, and it's October 13th, 1876 is when he sent that. I wish that you could see this better. Over here is my grandma, my grandpa, and me. My grandpa's flannel shirt, a pocket from his bib overalls, and his clock. That is my profile, and that is my mother's bracelet. I was an only child. Those are my baby shoes and my mother's baby fork. And these are my mother's gloves that they wore back in the 60s. The ducks are actually from little rompers that I wore when I was a child. My grandmother made that doily, and it's my baby picture in the center. And then down below there's just pictures, Mom and myself, growing up, her grandchildren, my Bugsy, Heather, and Jakey. I didn't get Bartley put on here. That was before his time. But I wanted to show you the quilt. This is her corner over here. We actually just hung the quilt up over the weekend. I've put several of her keepsakes in the bench there. It's extra seating for us, but with COVID, we don't entertain anymore that much anyway, so. And I guess while I'm at it, I'll show you my bench. I was a scrapbooker. I had an online scrapbook store back in early 2000s. It was called Picture Tales. And this is just some of my albums. But Jeff made the bench for me, and the door on the back of it is actually from the house that I grew up in. Mom lived there for 57 years. So that's really special too. So now we will come over and we will do our pink theme. And I'm going to try to get a better picture. I do have this on the tripod at least. But here is Miss Finley. She is the Peaches kit from Casey Brace. She is still for sale if anyone is interested. She's new. I've only had her maybe a month. She's been changed a few times. She's well done. I just don't have space. And I've got customs coming that, you know, I want the customs. There's going to be a couple of box openings here in the next few weeks. So be watching. But she has on a little pink, I spit it out, a little pink bonnet that is knitted, and a little pink top with gray piglet and gray pants and pink loopy knitted shoes that actually Vicky made from So Loved. And I've got a sweater that matches. They're little Mary Janes. They've got heart buttons on the side. So that is Miss Peaches today in her pink. And again, I apologize. Here's our window. And that's our lighting for this room. Oh, let me get up because Grandma, that's me, has a hard time getting up. So, we will do our devotional, and just for something to look at, I will try to adjust the camera, and it may not work. It doesn't want to work and stay there. Let me try this. Goodness sakes. When I've got too much going on, it just doesn't want to work real well. Okay. So our devotional for April 13th. And I've not read this yet, so bear with me. When I give you no special guidance, stay where you are. Concentrate on doing your everyday tasks in awareness of my presence with you. The joy of my presence will shine on you as you do everything for me. Thus you invite me into every aspect of your life. Through collaborating with me in all things, you allow my life to merge with yours. This is the secret of not only joyful living, but of victorious living. I designed you to depend on me moment by moment, recognizing that apart from me, you can do nothing. Be thankful for quiet days, when nothing special seems to be happening. Instead of being bored by the lack of action, use times of routine to seek my face. Although this is an invisible transaction, it speaks volumes in spiritual realms. Moreover, you are richly blessed when you walk trustingly with me through the routines of your day. The chapters for this today is Colossians 3:23, John 15:5, and Psalm 105:4. So, you know, maybe it's where I grew up an only child, I'm not sure, but I love quiet times. When I'm at home, I want peace and quiet. I don't want noise and I don't want drama. When I go out, I don't mind noise and I like to have a good time. That's the way I've always been. But I know a minister friend of mine was so good to me back when Mom was in the hospital and we were having problems, and he come to the hospital and sat with me one day when she had surgery, and we talked, and I'll never forget, and I think the world of him. He lives in the Villages in Florida now, and I miss him tremendously. But he told me, when you can't sleep at night, and you toss and you turn, give that to God and talk to Him. That is a perfect time to talk to God. Tell Him anything that's on your mind at all. And sometimes, for me, I can even talk things out and make things make sense to me. So in the quiet times, remember to share with God, because it truly does help. That's my video today. I apologize so much for the poor lighting. That's why I never do a video in this room, because it really is bad. We don't have an overhead light, and I do have a lamp and it's turned on, but this is just a very, very dark room. But I really wanted to share the wall hanging with you and show you some of the pictures. My mom loved it. We had it up in her assisted living room, and we also had it up when she had to go to long-term care. It followed her everywhere she went. And again, Peaches is for sale if anyone is interested. She wears 03 clothes. She was done in the GHSP heat paints. She's got a magnetic pacifier, rooted eyelashes, painted hair. She's actually painted very well, and her nail tips are beautiful. They're done very well. I'm asking $400 shipped in the US, and that is with a small box opening. So I will, of course, as always, leave my Instagram address in the comments. And let's see, there was something else. Oh, guys, I am going to have a contest. I'm trying to reach 500, and I don't have a doll to give away for 500, but your choice, boy clothes or girl clothes. I will send a couple of outfits and a toy and just a few things for your baby. You tell me size and if it's boy or girl, and I'll send you a little surprise. The winner will get a surprise. I don't know how I'm going to do the contest yet. You will definitely have to be a subscriber to my channel, and I'll just make it real easy. But get the word out. I don't know, I think we've got maybe 130 or so to go before I get to 500, but that's something that we can work on. And everyone, have a blessed day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so much. Bye bye, guys.